Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA. And I'm stressing right now, so I'm taking a very relaxed demeanor into this. I lit some incense right up here on my computer tower. And I mean, Stelio Comtos all the way. So we're gonna get down on this. Speaking of things to stress us out, we are holding a very narrow lead at this point. I mean, it's basically me versus Cecil, and everyone else is just getting in the way. Stiff Dog is basically out of this whole thing. I feel bad for him. I almost wish we could have a race where it's just me and him, like right towards the finish line, and I totally let him win. I would. I want that guy to be able to win one race in this whole thing, and he is just never going to do that. So, whatever. So here we are at Alcatraz. This is one that we really need to win really badly because it's a tough race, man, and if we could steal one away, it's going to be good news. Because I'm not trying to have a 1-point lead or even be losing to Cecil this late, because the wins are harder and harder to come by at this point. Speaking of hard to come by wins here, this is one where if you blow up once, you may not even finish the race. I mean, as you can see, when you hit checkpoints, you don't get a lot of extra time. So you got to be very careful. You got to be very efficient here. So the reason why I'm stressing out is, dude, I have a very large quarrel with the FDA. I got a big problem with those guys, and like I can't figure out what their fucking deal is. You know, like the thing that bothers me so much about them is like they don't have anybody's health like in mind. Like they're not like pretty much all of what they do is just, it's all money. It's all politics and, you know, having their own agenda in mind, and it's all protecting pharmaceutical companies. And like you guys know my whole spiel. Like, you know, I sell vitamins for a living. Like, I want to help people live, you know, longer, healthier lives and not have to rely on taking, you know, harsh medications that totally destroy your liver and kill you. And the reason why I say what I say, like, I mean, obviously, you know, the FDA doesn't really approve much of what, you know, my industry does, because it takes away money from pharmaceutical industries, because people don't want to have to put up with that crap anymore. And this whole apparently back on Friday of last week, there's a small little company out of Oregon, and they're called ASN or and Maxim let's see, what was it, Maxim, I don't remember, I think it's like Maxim Nutraceuticals, I think is what their name is. And we've been buying some like some natural testosterone boosting products from these guys for, I don't know, probably like 10, 15 years, something like that. And it's great stuff. Like, it's probably like one of the best like testosterone boosters on the planet. And like the other things that they've got, they're all natural, and they're like great pro hormone supplements that you can take, and it'll, you know, balance out your hormones. It'll raise your testosterone. It'll balance your estrogen, whatever product is that you're looking for. Like, that stuff, it's good, and it gets the job done. There's no side effects. There's none of that bullshit. And it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to use. And like, these guys have just been a little tiny business, just like me, for like 30 years, and they've done nothing but make good quality stuff. And apparently on Friday, the FDA raided their facilities and gave them a cease and desist letter, like telling them, like, if we catch you guys selling and making this stuff anymore, you guys are going to jail. And so, you know, now they can't sell anymore. So I mean, we just got an order from those guys the other day, and it very well may be the last order that we ever get from those guys, because for all we know, I mean, they're now pretty much null and void as a company. Like, and the worst part is like they're still getting freight in. Like, you know, they just got like, you know, 5,000 pounds of protein in, you know. Oh no, don't, oh my god, that was close. Whew, playing with fire on that one. Jeez, gee willikers, Davey. But yeah, like those guys are still getting freight in, but because of the fact they have a cease and desist letter on them, they don't know if the FDA is going to allow them to sell like those things at all. And so, you know, more or less, the guy is just going to have to like shut the doors, and that's going to be the end of it. Like, they're never going to be able to sell products again. Apparently, they're not going to be able to work at health food stores anymore. They're not going to be able to work in the health industry, period. or even talk about any of this stuff. Otherwise, they will find them and they'll go to prison. And, like, that's my big problem. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, so all these natural products that have been proven to work time and time again by modern science, they won't let them make those things and sell them. But these guys will sit here and tell you with a bold face that, medications like Humira and Enbrel and Latuda and, like, Celebrex and all of those things that the FDA has approved, saying, we give this thing our stamp of okay, essentially, saying, you can take this and it's not going to hurt you, even though on the commercials for those things, while those people are, like, running through the fields and, working their job and, walking up the stairs to their house, or, sitting in a bathtub, with their wife out on a fucking mountain or something, and they're sitting there reading off all those side effects, like, may reduce your risk to fight infection, may cause, extremely harmful lung infections, may cause brain aneurysms, may cause, like, brittle bones or possible, heart attack or asthma or, whatever, may increase your risk of heart disease. And, like, they're sitting there and saying, oh, sure, yeah, you can go right ahead and take these, even though they could totally annihilate your liver and kill you, or, pretty much switch your brain off and make you a fucking vegetable. Sure, yeah, you can take those, we've got no problem with that, but, something that's made naturally from, like, alkaloids and plants, oh no, oh, how dare you use those? Oh, you've got natural cures for cancer? Oh, no you don't, because we're going to take them away from you. And, like, that's my problem with the FDA, man. Like, I feel so bad for that little company. And, like, the part that gets me sometimes is, like, how the FDA does these raids of like, facilities. Like, you got, like, these people, it's not like they're not like the drug cartel or something. They're not like, got, like, people working in their factories with a bunch of, like, muscle-clad, guys with like aviator shades and, assault rifles, wearing nothing but a pair of, like, dungaree jeans and like a wife beater shirt, sitting there, and if somebody talks out of line, they get capped in the face or something. Because, like, sometimes the FDA will, like, when they raid facilities, they'll totally go in, like, with, like, SWAT teams and stuff. Like, they'll go in there and just go freaking, like, bananas in there, and they'll, like, start wrecking stuff, and they'll just, they'll say that they're going in there for inspection, but they can go in there and seize everything and hold it for, like, 7 years. Like, they can just take everything that you've got and ruin you. And, like, it's ridiculous how they practice. I can't stand it. Like, they can make their own rules. They don't have any sort of conscience that they have to follow, really. I mean, they don't have to answer to anybody but themselves, really. And, I mean, you can't really fight those guys. Like, if you go to court with them, you're fucking not gonna win, because, they've got federal backing. They'll win, like, virtually every time. Like, believe it or not, actually, back in, I think it was in, like, the 80s, my dad was telling me about this yesterday, is my store even got raided by the FDA once. I mean, they didn't come in with, like, guns ablazing, SWAT team, the whole nine, but apparently they came in, and they had guys in suits, and they had a bunch of people, and they just came in and they just started looking around our store, and apparently they were looking for this one product, just this one single solitary product on our shelf, and when they found it, they took it off our shelf and said, you can't sell these anymore. Like, if we catch you selling these again, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. And then that was it. They just left after that. Like, we didn't sell any more of it after that. We've totally sold other things from that company, but yeah, dude, it was weird. Like, I don't understand, like, what it is the FDA is trying to do. Like, just, like, if you're supposed to be looking out for the, for the greater good of people, and yet you're not. Like, you're getting rid of things that are proven to work and that are way better for you, and pushing a bunch of, chemically laden bull crap that's just gonna keep people sick. But that's the point, also, is that people don't want you. They don't want you to be healthy. Like, doctors don't want you to be healthy anymore. They want, you know, they don't want to push a bunch of medications on you that make you feel just good enough to where you feel like it, you know, you're a little bit better than when you went in, but still sick enough that you still have to go back to them and keep getting more medications and extra medications to counteract the side effects of your other medications. And so, you know, you're spending, you know, outlandish amounts of money. Crap, that's not good. Come on, man. Come on! You gotta catch up! There you go. Jeez, I mean, ram in the butt right there. Oh no, oh no, no, don't do it. There you go. Okay, we gotta catch up with Blue Man Group up here. As I would imagine, that's probably cease up there. Cease and desist, you know. So yeah, dude, that's my little rant. That stuff like that really pisses me off. Like, it's sad to see a small business like that who's, you know, been working their ass off for 30 plus years trying to, you know, establish a name for themselves, totally get shut down just completely out of nowhere because of like this completely illegitimate witch hunt that they're going on. Like, the FDA's done that so many times. They did it to Hydroxycut and a bunch of other things back in the day just because there was one ingredient in there that they didn't like. And so they're like, well, you know what? Even though, you know, we don't really have any reason to be, you know, fiddling around in your guys' affairs, we're just going to tell you that we don't like this and that you better play ball, otherwise you guys are fucked in the butthole. So get ready. You know, get ready to bend over and take it in the cakes, because we're the FDA and we play by our own rules. So, yeah, I mean, put the middle finger to the sky and say, screw the FDA, one finger at a time, you know? That's my little spiel. It'd be nice if they would just, you know, keep their shit out of our business. And, you know, just let us try to help people for a change, instead of just being like, oh, you got a headache? Here, take some fucking aspirin or some Vicodin and blow a hole in your liver, and you're like, hooray, I'm gonna be sick for the rest of my life. Alright. Sounds like fun. Even though Vicodin's not that bad. Like, it's not gonna just, you know, but if you take it for, you know, 25 years, you're taking that, you know, every day for 25 years, or even aspirin, like, it's going to thin your blood out and make your stomach bleed enough to where it's probably going to cause permanent damage. So, yeah, that's the whole thing. So, I apologize if that was a serious bummer for you guys to listen to, because, you know, sometimes, I mean, you know, sometimes serious things just need to be talked about, because that's just the world we live in, you know? Meanwhile, I mean, in the midst of me doing that, we've actually done pretty well today. I mean, we won that. Okay, I need to shut my mouth real quick. I need to not speak prematurely. Otherwise, we're gonna get it. Oh, no! Don't flip! No! No! Ah, no! Oh, he flipped over! Yeah! We're gonna win! Alright! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! Suck on it, bitch, and give me a Mountain Dew. You know what? Like, I don't like Mountain Dew that much, but a Mountain Dew sounds really good right now. Like, I just knocked out a whole can of A&W root beer, and it was glorious, by the way. That's one of the few, like, sodas that I can drink that, while it doesn't quench my thirst at all, like, every drink of it is just like this euphoric mania, like, just this beautiful thing, and oh, I love it. Alright, now we're back up by 12 on the Ceasemeister. Oh, he got third! Navy fan, you little sly bastard, you. You totally did it. Oh, Stiffy! Stiffy, he got 7th place. He finally wasn't in last. He actually did it a couple times there. Good stuff. Alright, so we're almost halfway there. Got 4 races to go before we're halfway there. So I think we're gonna call it good on this episode here. I think I got out what I needed to say, and actually all that incense that's burning in here is starting to give me a headache. It's actually really bad doing that in this confined of a room, but hey, what do you do? So when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA, maybe I'll be in a more chipper mood where I'm not talking about politics and shit like that. But we get to go back to Hawaii again, because apparently they really don't want us to go to Vegas. Vegas. I mean, we'll get there eventually. I mean, we really will. I know it seems like, I mean, we really are getting stuck with the same stuff over and over again right now. But that also means that later we're going to get stuck with the same 2 tracks over and over again once we get to go to Vegas and New York downtown. So it'll be good. It'll be good. Until then, my friends, this is your host AMF 1534 saying thank you guys for watching and listening to my struggle with things in the world, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys. Bye.